Hey y'all, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I have the 77 collection from Virago Varnish. These are available right now today. I will link her storefront down below. These were sent to me for review. This is a collection of 5 cream polishes as well as 2 glitter polishes that are inspired by sort of the 70s music scene. I'll be showing you how they stamp and swatch today, so I'll go ahead and get started. First up is 12-inch single, and this is described as a dark Merlot cream polish. So this is a dark sort of oxblood red. I want to go ahead and preface this review by saying almost all of the creams are one coat polishes for me. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how 12-inch single swatched on my natural nail. Now I am using a base coat today because these are super pigmented. I'm using the Super Chick Lacquer Bring It On base coat. So here is one coat. These polishes are amazing. Virago Varnish does creams really well. This is really creamy, easy to apply. I had very little pooling, and these self-level amazing. And it's not one of those polishes that's going to dry on you. I like to kind of overwork my polish on my nail. I had no problem doing that with these. So here's a look at the completed mani before top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting. And once more at an angle under artificial lighting. So I'll show you really quickly my method for stamping. I'm using my Fig Tree custom stamping plate. I'm going to apply 12-inch single generously to the image, scrape downwards, and then give an upwards roll with my Born Pretty stamper. I do repeat this for every polish, but I'm only going to show it for the first. So this is how 12-inch single stamped on white parchment paper. It looks really black here, but it's really not. It shows up as a bright, vibrant, deep red. I'll also show you how it stamps over black. It does still pop really well over black, super opaque, very nice at stamping. Next up is the Hustle, and this is described as an orange terracotta cream polish. So this almost looks like a pumpkin pie shade or even like a dark caramel. Really pretty. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot. And I'll show you how the Hustle swatched on my natural nail. So again, I am using base coat. I'm just going to do one easy coat here, and you can see on that first swipe how insanely pigmented these polishes are. Complete coverage, really easy to use. Goes on super smooth, and most of these dry down fairly glossy. There are one or two that get a little bit matte. I think this is one that dries down glossy, so I'm going to go ahead and cap the tip. Here is a look at the completed mani without top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting. And once more at an angle under artificial lighting. So really quickly, I'll show you how the Hustle stamped over white parchment. Again, really vibrant, really opaque. These are amazing stampers. I'll show you how it stamps over black as well. So this one pops really well over black. This is probably my favorite look over black of this collection. Next up is the Bus Stop, and this is described as a dark seaweed green cream polish. So I do get a little bit of olive tone in here. It's very deep, very fall appropriate. For some reason, this strikes me as something that should be a neutral, like you could totally wear this color with anything during fall. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot. And I'll show you how the Bus Stop swatched on my natural nail. So one easy coat. And I did kind of have a little bit of a patchy first coat, but I went ahead and stopped at one coat because it was just that opaque. I feel like of all of them, if any of them needed a second coat for me, it would be the Bus Stop. But I am going to stop here at just one coat. So here is a look at the completed mani before top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting. And once more at an angle under artificial lighting. So I'll show you really quickly how the Bus Stop stamped over white. Again, for some reason, my lighting was making most of these look very dark. It's not this dark in person, but it does stamp beautifully. I'll show you how it stamps also over black. And here you can kind of see the difference, that it's really not that dark. It pops great over black. Next up is Blue Vinyl, and this is described as a dark midnight blue cream polish. So it's very cool tinted blue, very deep. This one may look black in certain lightings. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot. And I'll show you how Blue Vinyl swatched on my natural nail. So here is one easy coat. This is definitely a polish that I would recommend using a base coat for. I didn't have any staining, but blues are kind of notorious for staining, and this one is super incredibly pigmented. I did end up doing a nice thick first coat. I kind of spread it out a little bit too thin, maybe wiped off my brush a little bit too much, but one nice easy thicker coat is completely opaque for me. So here is a look at the completed mani before top coat. This is one that dries down just a little bit demi-matte, and you can see it's a very deep, very dark. It may look black in some lighting. So this is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and once more I add an angle under artificial lighting. I'll show you really quickly how blue vinyl stamped over white. Anytime in my stamping where you can see that I missed a little bit of the thin detail within my logo, that's usually my fault. Either the way I'm swiping or rolling, these really stamp phenomenally. I'll show you how blue vinyl stamps over black. Here you're not going to get as much of a difference. Blue vinyl is a very deep dark color, so it's going to be a much more subtle look over black. So next up is I Heart the DJ, and this is described as a dark pebble gray cream polish. So this is again another deep, cool toned gray color. I'll show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how I Heart the DJ swatched on my natural nail. I think this is a really good color, especially if you're a little bit leery of maybe wearing a straight black. This is a really cool way to kind of ease your way into that. It's a very classy look. One coat is going to bring this one completely opaque for me. These are so simple to use, no pooling, no running, it's not too thick, and they self-level really well, which is important to me in a polish. So here is a look at the completed mani before top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting. And once more at an angle under artificial lighting, I'll show you how I Heart the DJ stamped over white parchment paper. So again, really dark, really pigmented, no problem at all with stamping. I'll show you how it stamps over black. So this one shows up beautifully over black. I think this would be a really great polish to do a monochromatic look with. Great job at stamping. So next up is Disco King, and this one is described as a royal blue holographic micro glitter polish. So this is a micro glitter polish that's in a tinted base with blue and silver holographic glitters throughout. Really gorgeous. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how Disco King swatched on my natural nail. Now, micro glitter polishes are usually kind of hard to get opaque. You want to do 3 or 4 coats. I'll show you one coat here. This is not gritty at all. It went on really smoothly and really easy. This may not be one that you want to overwork though. I found that the more that I swiped, I was kind of swiping off the glitter. You can see it there. So one coat has amazing coverage. It's not completely opaque though, so I am going to let this dry and come back in for a second coat. So here is a quick second coat. I'm going to do a thicker coat, and this is going to bring this one completely opaque for me in 2 coats. It does get a little bit textured. If you want to rock that look, you totally could. I am a big fan of textured polishes, so I would probably wear this one either way. I do like how glossy a top coat looks on it though. So here is a look at the completed mani before top coat. Here's a view at another angle in direct sunlight with top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting. And once more at an angle in direct sunlight. So I didn't think that these would stamp very well, but I did go ahead and test it, and it actually did an okay job. You are going to lose a little bit of the detailing in the glitter, but it did okay. Over black, it's not going to be as great as a stamper. You do get that glitter, but you miss out on the tinted base, so I recommend this one over lighter colors. So lastly today I have Disco Diva, and this is described as a brown holographic micro glitter. So this has the same micro glitter formula as Disco King, but this is in a brown tinted base with gold hollow glitter. This is probably my favorite of this entire collection. Really gorgeous. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how Disco Diva swatched on my natural nail. So here is one coat. Again, this has pretty much the same formula as Disco King. It goes on really smoothly, really easily, but it's not completely opaque for me by any means in one coat. So I am going to let this dry and come back in for another coat. This is going to be another polish that dries down a little bit textured. You can wear it either way. I do prefer this one with the top coat to bring out all of that scattered holographic glitter. So here is a quick second coat, and this is going to bring this one completely opaque for me. This is such a rich chocolatey color, and I love all of that gold hollow in here. This one is a phenomenal in the sun. So here is a look at the completed mani before top coat. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat, and my camera did not want to focus on the polish. There was just that much going on in it. So this is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and once more at an angle in direct sunlight. And really quickly, I'll show you how Disco Diva is stamped. This one surprised me. It stamps surprisingly well. Like, I got even the details and everything. And here's a quick look at how it stamps over black, so you may lose a little bit of that over a darker color. So that wraps up my swatch stamp and review of the 77 collection. These will retail for $9 for the creams or $11.25 for the glitter polishes. I think this is a beautifully well-rounded fall collection. I really love the palette that she has going on here. I will link Virago Varnish's storefront and social media down below. If you'd like to see more photos, including some matte macros, you can head over to my blog at sloppyswatches.wordpress.com or follow me on Instagram at sloppyswatches. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.